If MS has been about stopping damage, what happens if a drug tries to repair it? Today, we explain the repair talk without hype and answer the big question at the end. For years, MS treatment has mostly been about stopping damage. But Pipe 791 shows up like, okay, but what if we fix some things? And that's when everyone with MS went. Say that again, but slower. We'll keep this hopeful, honest, and grounded. You'll know exactly what this is and what it isn't. So, can Pipe 791 help fill a few old potholes? Let's find out. Pipe 791 sounds like a lab code, a sci-fi gadget, or something you unlock after 3 bosses. Honestly, it's a droid from Star Wars that got cut for being too boring, or a model number for plumbing that only a warehouse loves. There's a reason. These are internal codes used during long development. Branding comes later. If this comes with a map and a progress bar, I'm emotionally invested. Weird name, real upside. It makes people lean in and ask, wait, what is that? The name is the hook. The substance is inside. We can joke about the label, but this is serious science. Imagine your nervous system as highways. Signals are cars. Myelin is smooth asphalt. In MS, immune cells damage that asphalt, leaving potholes, lesions. Signals slow, scramble, or stop. Symptoms follow. Most treatments patrol for new damage. Essential, the foundation of care. Pipe 791 asks a different question. Can we fill some old potholes? It's an experimental small molecule designed to enter the brain and spinal cord. It blocks the LPA1 receptor, a switch on cells, including myelin makers. By lifting a stop signal from LPA, the theory says those cells might remyelinate, patching roadways. Not brand new roads, but even partial patching could improve function. Hopeful, still unproven. People with MS hear damage is permanent a lot. Words like progression, lesion, disability land with a thud. You learn to accommodate, adapt, ration energy. Then a new word floats in. Repair. It suggests reversal, restoration, a breath of fresh air. But hope is tricky. The community is rightly wary. Repair. To what extent? For whom? Will it last? The hope isn't a miracle. It's tiny, tangible gains that feel monumental. Even the possibility of a small repair matters. Think less fatigue, steadier steps, clearer moments, not miracles. Repair may mean small functional nudges, meaningful and worth careful testing. Clear eyes. Pipe 791 is not a cure. It won't erase MS or reverse all damage. It's not guaranteed, not fast, and not available outside trials. If it were a cure, your neurologist would already be aggressively calm about it. Early phase 1B, brain target engagement at high levels, safety consistent with prior studies. Good biological signals aren't proof of clinical benefit. Context. A related program, Pipe 307, failed phase 2 in RRMS. Different target, same tough road. Late 2025, company prioritized an IPF trial. MS timing likely slower. Drug journeys are guided by data, regulators, and business. Not a straight line. Bottom line, important, promising direction. Not a promise. Who is it for? Early work, healthy volunteers and people with progressive MS. Phase 1 focused on safety, dosing, and whether it hits the brain target. Yes. Target engagement achieved. Safety aligned with prior studies. Next would test symptom change and repair signals in more people. But MS phase 2 timing is uncertain while IPF proceeds. Risks exist. Early safety is reassuring, not definitive. Participation equals consent, protocols, multiple visits, scans, tests. To explore, talk to your neurologist or search registries. Clinical trials are science saying, we're excited, and very cautious and legally precise. All of this is current as of today, and timelines can change. If clear, hype-free science helps you, tap like so this reaches more people. Subscribe for grounded updates on MS repair research. We do hopeful exploration, not miracle hunting. Stay to the end, the big answer about what Pipe 791 really signals. Question for you. What tiny, tangible win would feel monumental for you? Turn on notifications. We'll flag real updates and flag the limits too. Thanks for being here. Back to the quest. If this helped, please share so more people find practical, hype-free MS updates. Comment your tiny, tangible win below. It encourages others more than you think. There's no single right answer. It's a calculus of hope, risk, practicality, and personal philosophy. Decide with your doctors and your people. For some, trials feel like a lifeline, a vote for the future of science. For others, the burden is too high. That's prudence, not fear. It depends on protocol, timing, energy, risk tolerance, trust. Right decisions use full information, free of pressure, aligned with values. Hope is important, but it doesn't get to override consent or reality. For me, clarity on goals, risks, and logistics first. If the burden fits my life, I'd consider enrolling. If not, I'd cheer from the sidelines, and that's valid. If Pipe 791 fails in MS, the data still moves the field. Targets, doses, endpoints, we learn what to fix next time. Pipe 307's miss taught lessons on a different pathway. That refines the map. Here, brain target engagement methods and LPA1 biology sharpen future shots on goal. Big picture, repair research challenges the old nothing comes back dogma. It treats the brain as dynamic, with capacities we might unlock. Not every quest gives treasure, but it unlocks the next path. Even the wrong key teaches us the shape of the lock. Where does this leave us? Pipe 791 has encouraging early signs and a complicated path. It's not a cure, not a guarantee, and the timeline isn't simple. Here's the big answer. Pipe 791 isn't a promise, it's a signal that science is shifting from only defense to include rebuilding. Direction can matter more than guarantees. For a lot of us, that direction is a win already. Pipe 791 isn't a promise, it's a direction. See you in the next chapter.